I mean, the big picture view of the EPA nomination is Kafkaesque that they would find this particular guy. But in the granular details that were aired out in today's hearing, it showed up just as tension and combativeness.
Did you even file one lawsuit on behalf of those kids to reduce the air pollution in your state?
Why is the climate changing? I'm asking you a personal opinion.
My personal opinion is immaterial.
Really?
To the job of
you are going to be the head of the agency to protect the environment, and your personal feelings about whether climate change is caused by human activity and carbon emissions is immaterial?
The EPA is for all of the people of the United States, not just the fossil fuel industry of Oklahoma. What the American people are expecting here is that EPA doesn't turn into every polluter's ally.
Joining us now is Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, who you just saw there questioning Oklahoma Attorney General Scott Pruitt as he tries to be confirmed to head the EPA. Senator Markey is opposed to this nomination. Senator, I really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Rachel.
What concerns you most about Mr. Pruitt's nomination? Why are you opposing him?
So many things. Amongst other things, as the Attorney General of Oklahoma, Scott Pruitt sued the EPA 19 times on clean air, clean water, on soot, on mercury, right down the whole line. 8 of those cases are still pending before the EPA. So I asked Scott Pruitt today, would he recuse himself from any actions on any of those pending cases? And he said that he would not. I said that as long as those cases are pending, he's in a fundamental conflict of interest. He's the plaintiff, he's the defendant, he's the judge, and he's the jury. He has to promise the American people that he'll recuse himself as long as those cases are pending. He said that he would not. And so we have a case here where GOP is turning into the gas and oil party, where they send the Attorney General from Oklahoma, who sued the EPA 19 times, to now take over the agency, which is responsible for protecting the health and the environment of the people in the United States.
Do you think that this nomination is just a stalking horse for getting rid of the EPA? Do you think that they're going to try to abolish this agency?
I think that what we have in the nomination of Scott Pruitt is a situation where it will be ultimately not just the fox guarding the hen house, but the fox sent to destroy the hen house. This is pretty much the fulfillment of the promise that is made to the Koch brothers and to all those big oil and big gas and big coal interests all across the country who were trying desperately to make sure that there was no continuation of a very strong environmental agenda that Barack Obama had put on the books.
In terms of what's going to happen next here, obviously this was a very contentious hearing today. You and your fellow Democrats came out guns blazing, proverbially speaking, on this nomination. Do you have the sense that he's going to get any Democratic votes? Is it likely to be a party line vote on this nomination?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty clear that the Republican Party is no longer the party of Teddy Roosevelt. It's no longer even the party of Richard Nixon, who actually signed the law creating the Environmental Protection Agency. We're in a brand new era where Republicans question climate science, where they are committed to undermining the increase in the fuel economy standards of the vehicles which we drive, the pollution that comes out of smokestacks. They ridicule the international agreement that was reached in Paris, where every single National Academy of Sciences in the world agreed that the planet is dangerously warming and something had to be done in order to deal with it. And so as a party, the Republicans during that whole presidential run, we didn't find one of them who agreed that climate science was an issue that had to be dealt with. And I'm afraid that that's going to be reflected in the votes for confirmation for Scott Pruitt. That is what the Republican Party has become.
Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, my senator as a Massachusetts voter. Senator, it's really nice to have you here tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.